Alright, hi everyone, welcome to today's video. On the day that's being recorded, it is Friday, March 22nd of 2024. Yep, as you can tell by the title of this video, it is the fish fry and it's the last one for the 2024 season. Which every single Friday of said fish fry has been cold and or rainy, except for the first one, which was nice, bright and sunny and warm. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's also March Madness. March Madness is going on right now. So let me just explain to you guys where we're at right now. So let's start with yesterday. Yesterday's games, there were really only two games I was really paying attention to. And both the teams I had picked in both of those games are moving on to the second round, which will be played tomorrow on Saturday. But out of all the games that were played yesterday on Thursday... Oh shit, a chicken got out. Oh, okay, never mind. But out of all the games that were played yesterday, out of all my picks, I only got 4 wrong. And at the time this is being recorded at 3:45 in the afternoon, out of all the games played, there have only been 4 fully completed games. And as of right now, all of my picks are correct. Now that is subject to change, but I also want to iterate that also at the time this is being recorded, out of over 22 million brackets made for this year's tournament, there are currently 667 perfect brackets left. And guess what? None of mine are one of them. It always seems like I always average at least 1 or 2 losses per region. So yeah, there are 4 games that I really want to pay attention to today. The first one ended up in an overtime, but they ended up winning, so that's cool. And then the other 3 don't play until later. Yeah, as you can probably tell, when it comes to teams and who I support, if it's not my main team of Ohio State, by default I have to root for all the other teams in the Big Ten Conference. Which means, yes, when the time comes and if it has to happen, bitter grudgingly to my own existence, I do have to support that team up north if they're in the tournament, and I pledge my allegiance to the Big Ten Conference. So yeah, the Big Ten teams have played. Well, let me just go over all the Big Ten teams that are in the tournament at the top of my head, and hopefully I can remember it all. So the teams that played yesterday were Michigan State and Illinois. Both won and are going to play in the second round tomorrow. So that's cool. Teams that are playing today, we have Northwestern, which won their game earlier today in overtime. So they're going to play on Sunday. The other teams will play on Sunday. We have Purdue, Nebraska, and Wisconsin. So yeah, there are only 6 Big Ten teams in the tournament this year. And out of all the ones that have played so far, which are literally just half of them, and of that half, they're all moving to the second round. So that's cool. God, I just hope the walk home will be a bit non-rainy, because this is ridiculous. Because I would like to update you guys and tell you all how many dinners we've done through the course of the season, which is kind of ironic that the one week that I wasn't there, you know, when I was sick, they surpassed 200. Now, are we going to surpass 200 today? It's possible. Usually the last one of the season is when we surpass, or when we get to a certified high number. Because we've always been in either the somewhere between the 140s to like the 180s. If I recall correctly, there was one year we got real damn close to 300. And that was wild, bro. So, yeah. Yesterday and today is the first round, also known as the round of 64. And then tomorrow and Sunday is the second round, also known as the round of 32. And then next Thursday and Friday is the Sweet 16, and then that's Saturday and Sunday would be the Elite 8. And then that upcoming Friday, that upcoming Saturday, which I believe is the 6th of April, or something like that. That is the Final Four. And then that Monday is the championship. Also today, the women's tournament began. And funny enough, Ohio State was eligible to make it to the women's championship. Or not women's championship, but just to make it into the tournament. And who do I have going all the way to the championship? Yep, you already know. Ohio State. Oh, I'm sorry. The Ohio State University. Yeah, when you're talking about the university as a whole, you gotta say the Ohio State University. If you're just saying it as a generic tense, and just say Ohio State. But, you know, if you know, you know. Oh, God. Man, oh man. Oh yeah, last week when I was heading home, there were some deer over here by these trees over there. They took one good look at me for a good like 30 seconds, and then they just bolted. And I was like, bruh, I ain't gonna hurt you, I'm just walking by. But I mean, you know how animals are, you know, especially with the birds that were literally on a fence post. They see me and they're like, oh shit, we gotta fly away. Because I mean, let's face it, animals are frightened by humans. And you know, even though humans are, you know, we're animals, And it makes no sense that there are people out there that believe that the earth is like 6,000 years old and that we didn't evolve from monkeys. I think that's just all the religious people, honestly. Because they think, oh, 6,000 years ago was Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and it only took the Lord Almighty, and took him 7 days to create the earth and everything we see in it, except for all the man-made stuff. And I'm like, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. But I mean, you know, I mean, if you want to believe in a certain kind of religion, fine, whatever. I'm perfectly fine with that. But if you're going to actively try to shove said religion down someone's throat and expect them to adapt to it, that's an issue. Because, you know, here in America, we have no official religion. And thank God we don't. Now, you know, there are countries that they have to have an official religion. Mostly all of the, you know, especially a lot of the countries in like the Middle East and like Central America. And hell, even like Southeast Asia, all those countries that were in those regions, they have to have an official religion. It's just like, you know, however long ago I made a certain video talking about the, you know, things about Trattoria. In Trattoria, there is no national religion. In fact, I don't even think that we're allowed to have a national religion for Trattoria. Okay. So, in other news, going over into Washington, I actually kind of just got something. But I'll get to it in a little bit. And we're getting kind of close to the fish fry location, so it'll be a little bit. So the House today passed the bill to avoid a shutdown. However, Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene plans to introduce a motion to remove Mike Johnson as Speaker of the House. Now, why would she want to do that? Because it's based on the Hassert rule, in which you know, someone in the House has 72 hours to look over a bill and, you know, to get it passed within that time frame. Which is why anytime when the House debates on a bill, whoever introduces the bill or wants to debate on it says requests all members to have 5 legislative days to advise and extend their remarks, you know, all that type of shit. But instead of 72 hours or like 5 days, they got less than 24, which is why she's upset and wants to remove Mike Johnson as House Speaker. Which means we'll probably end up in another situation just like in October. God forbid. Let's see here. Also happening in Washington, it has come to my attention that Congressman Mike Gallagher is apparently going to resign sometime in April. which means that no party will officially have a majority in the House. Yeah, the Republicans currently have 218, but if he resigns in April, then the Republicans will only have 217, which is the most. They'll still have the most seats, but they're not going to be the majority in, within that body. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Let's see here. And real quickly, as we're just now getting to the parking lot, going across the pond, it seems that Princess Kate Middleton has cancer. And she is the wife of Prince William, who is technically next in line to the throne if Charles III dies, which could be a little shaky for the royal family. But we'll see how that plays out. Alright. That's all the time that we have. Oh, Mom's already here. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in a little bit.